DragonToast.
Hey there guys, my name is DragonToast, and today we're continuing the Talking Bout series. Now this is a series where I basically talk about something completely random for up to 15 minutes, really. I got a surprising amount of people who wanted me to keep doing this, and if you guys have any suggestions for future episodes that you would like to see, or like topics that you would like to see reviewed in the near future, leave them down in the comments and I'll be sure to check them out. And lastly, before I start the video, this is a gameplay of C4 only. I'm keeping the topic of doing something only in Battlefield whenever I make one of these videos. So today's C4. And the last thing, before I start the video, at the end of this series, probably when I make about 20 of these videos, I'm going to make a giant video with all of them, and they'll all be related. So just pay attention. So I know you've all been wondering, and today's topic, as you probably saw from the title actually, is pancakes. A pancake is a thin, flat, round cake prepared from a batter and cooked on a hot griddle or frying pan. Most pancakes are quick breads, which use a quick leavening agent, which is baking powder, while some use a yeast-raised or fermented batter. Typically, pancakes are cooked on one side on a griddle and flipped part-way through to cook the other side. Depending on the region, pancakes may be served at any time of the day with a variety of toppings or fillings, including jam, chocolate chips, fruit, syrup, or even meat. Archaeological evidence suggests that the varieties of pancakes are probably the earliest and most widespread types of cereal food eaten in prehistoric societies, where dry, carbohydrate-rich seed flours mixed with the available protein-rich liquids, usually milk and eggs. Then all these substances were baked on hot stones or in a shallow earthenware pot over an open fire to form a nutritious and highly palatable foodstuff. In the medieval and modern Christian period, especially in Britain, pancakes were made to use up stored items prior to the period of Lent fasting began on Shrovetide. Since eggs were forbidden foods during Lent, making pancakes on Shrove Tuesday was a good way to use up eggs before a Lenten fast began. The pancake shape and structures varies worldwide. There are numerous variations of them throughout Europe. In Germany, pancakes can even be made from potatoes. A crepe is a Breton variety of a thin pancake cooked on one or both sides in a special crepe pan to achieve a network of fine bubbles, often compared to lace. A savory variety made from buckwheat, which is usually known as a galette. I'm now going to talk to you about some of the pancakes that are found in North America, which is where 99% of you are right now. American or Canadian pancakes, sometimes called hot cakes, griddle cakes, or even flapjack, are pancakes that contain a rising agent such as baking powder, portions of eggs, flour, and milk or buttermilk to create a thick batter. Many recipes remind the reader that the ingredients should be mixed until they are just combined, even if lumps remain, as the lumps will smoothen out during the cooking process. Sugar and spices such as cinnamon, vanilla, and nutmeg are sometimes added. The pancake can be made sweet or savory by adding ingredients such as blueberries, strawberries, cheese, bananas, apples, or even chocolate chips, which is my favorite, in the batter. The batter is ladled or poured onto a hot surface and spread to form a circle about a quarter or a third, about a centimeter thick. The rising agent causes bubbles to rise to the uncooked side before the pancake is flipped. These pancakes, very light in texture, are usually served at breakfast, topped with maple syrup, butter, jam, peanut butter, nuts, fruit, and honey. Pancakes may be served with a bit of powdered sugar, which I love, and whipped cream, or with cane sugar, or even molasses, instead of syrup or honey. Some pancake recipes use yogurt to give the pancake a semi-thick, relatively moist consistency. Johnny cake, also spelled Johnny cake with a space, Johnny cake with no space, or even Journey cake, or even Johnny bread, is a cornmeal flatbread that was an early American staple food, and is still eaten in the West Indies and Bermuda. The modern Johnny cake is stereotypically identified with today's Rhode Island food, though the Johnny cakes are a cultural staple in all of the northern United States. A modern Journey cake is fried cornmeal gruel, which is made from yellow or white cornmeal mixed with salt and hot water or milk and frequently lightly sweetened. Sourdough was used by prospectors and pioneers to make sourdough pancakes without having to buy yeast. Prospectors would carry a pot of sourdough to make pancakes and bread, as it could last indefinitely, needing only flour and water to replenish it. Sourdough pancakes are now a particularly specialty in Alaska. A flapjack is a thick, small pancake, generally around 10 centimeters in diameter. Flapjacks are often served in a stack with syrup and butter, which can be accompanied by bacon, which is amazing. The term pancake and flapjack are often confused, and today in the US are nearly synonyms. The Oxford English Dictionary records the word flapjack as being used as early in the beginning of the 17th century, referring to a flat tart or pan cake. Shakespeare refers to pancakes in All Is Well That Ends Well, and the flapjack in Perigal's Prince of Tyre. A silver dollar pancake refers to a pancake about 2 to 3 inches or 5 to 7 centimeters in diameter, or just a bit bigger than the pre-1979 silver dollar coins in the United States, for which they are named after. It is usually made by frying a small spoonful of the same batter as any other pancake. One serving is usually 5 to 10 silver dollar pancakes. In the US, Mexico, and Canada, a franchise restaurant clan named International House of Pancakes, or IHOP, has restaurants serving pancakes at all hours of the day. The Original Pancake House is another chain of pancake restaurants across the US, and Walker Brothers is a series of pancake houses in the Chicago area that developed as a franchise spin-off of the Original Pancake House. The popularity of pancakes in Australia has spawned the Pancake Parlor and Pancakes on the Rock franchise restaurants. In British Columbia and Alberta, Canada, the restaurant chain De Dutch serves Dutch and Flemish-style pancakes, which is also known as a pancake. Here is a typical basic pancake recipe, which I actually use myself. So, it serves 4, and here are the ingredients. 2 cups all-purpose flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, a half teaspoon of salt, 2 large eggs, 1.5 to 1 3/4 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and a cup of chocolate chips. To start, you sift together the flour, baking powder, sugar, and salt. In a separate bowl, whisk together the eggs and 1.5 cups of milk. Add the milk mixture to the flour mixture, stirring only until smooth. Blend in the melted butter. If the batter seems too thick to pour, add a little more milk. Cook on a hot, greased griddle, using about 1/4 cup of batter for each pancake, or depending how big you like the pancake. Cook until bubbly, with a little dry around the edges. And lightly browned on the bottom, turn and brown the other side. One thing that has been growing recently with pancakes is to cut them into certain shapes that represent things. For instance, people who like Star Wars, I've seen cut them into things like Yoda's head and Darth Vader's mask, things like that. It really has been a growing trend in the United States and also Canada. Certain stores actually sell these types of pancakes that are pre-cut, so all you have to do is cook them up and eat them. I am now going to give you some quick facts for your own enjoyment. The largest number of pancakes tossed in the shortest amount of time is 349 tosses in 2 minutes, which was achieved by Dan Gould in Felixstowe, Suffolk, in 1995. The largest pancake ever made and flipped measured 15.01 meters wide, 2.5 centimeters deep, and weighed 3 tons. It was made in Rochdale, Greater Manchester, during August 1994. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed pancakes, and please make sure to leave a suggestion down in the comments. See ya.